Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeohXO here to talk about some Black Clover, specifically Black Clover episode 152. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. You know, if you're into Black Clover, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we talk about that a lot here. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So Black Clover episode 152. Now I gotta say this. It starts off with one of those cliche anime recaps. You know, some people be like, dang, the recap took up like half of the episode, you know, for like stuff like One Piece and Dragon Ball. It wasn't that bad. It was like 5 minutes. I just had to bring it up because I know somebody in the comments gonna bring it up and be like, man, half the episode was a recap. But nah, they kind of recapped a little bit of episode 151. And I don't really blame them for that because, like, if y'all look at episode 151 and y'all can see the animation in that episode, like, I can definitely see why they decided to reuse some of that footage for like the first 5 minutes or so of this episode. So I'm not mad at that at all. Also, this episode is a lot more slow paced and not as climactic as last episode, so I can understand why. The budget went into last episode, so we got a little chill episode going into today. But with that being said, basically the premise of this episode was it's been a year since the last Magic Knights entrance exam, and this is, you know, an annual event, so this is the next one. So I like this. They give you like a solid time. Like, they specifically said that 1 year exactly has passed, so we know that Asta has been on the Black Bulls for exactly 1 year at this point right here in the story, in the episode. So I did want to, I'm glad that they gave us like a time frame of how it's been, like, specifically. You know, we could have came to our own conclusions and stuff, but I'm glad that they specifically said it in this episode. We see some cool parts. You know, Asta and Noelle go along with Captain Yami to the exam. We know that Finral was there last time, and Gordon is there also. I don't know. I'm pointing that out. I don't know if you guys noticed Gordon. Let me know if you noticed him or not. He didn't even have any like major speaking roles in this episode. He was just kind of there. It's like my man Gordon don't get no screen time, like talking about, but they be trying to get him in, like, you know what I mean? They be trying to get him in some type of screen time, even if he don't do nothing. Another cool moment from this episode, Noelle got to talk to her Oni-san, Nozel, and they basically are on better terms than they were a year ago. Noelle remembers how he put her on the Black Bulls, and she understands now that she's older and more mature why he did it, and she doesn't harbor any hatred towards her brother, and her brother doesn't harbor any hatred towards Noelle. So we see their relationship a little bit unfolding in this episode. They're progressing. They're definitely progressing. I think this might be as far as they progress, because it does look like they've made a lot of progression. I don't just see Nozel being like a super like over dramatic brother like someone like Gauche is, but I think that in his own way he still loves Noelle just as much as Gauche loves Marie. I mean, I don't know exactly how much, because Gauche kind of loves Marie a lot, but you guys get the picture I'm trying to say. And basically we didn't really get to see much of the actual Magic Knights exams. It was more focused around Asta and Noelle interacting, and it was more about Asta reminiscing, more or less. Basically Asta said this was a way to connect with his roots, and it makes sense. I mean, this is where it all started for Asta. This happened for Asta about a year ago, and this is how he got, you know, accepted into the Black Bulls from Captain Yami, of course. And Noelle praises Asta in this episode, and Asta praises Noelle, and they've all come like very far, and you just gotta respect them for that. You really, really do. And basically, I know you guys are wondering, like, okay, so who did Captain Yami bring into the Black Bulls? And I knew he wasn't gonna bring anybody into the Black Bulls, just simply because this didn't take place in the manga. It didn't, like, we didn't get a chapter with this, so they can't just add a Black Bull member without it being in the manga, you know. So I knew they weren't gonna pick anybody, but the reason that he didn't end up picking anybody is that he said that they had one interesting guy, but another squad nabbed him up. So basically, Asta and Noel are going to be the bottom of the Black Bulls for like another year until somebody else comes. I actually do want some new members of the Black Bulls. Remember though, you don't have to go to the Magic Night exam to necessarily get inducted into a squad. You can just get inducted if they like you, like randomly, you know. But basically, another thing that happened involves Yuno. Yuno is in this episode. Him and Asta had some dialogue. Yuno got his pendant back in this episode, which is kind of surprising to me. Like, I wasn't expecting that. And basically, Revchi of all people. So they really, I think they threw that in there to give like more credence to their roots. You know, this episode wanted to focus on their roots. And you know, at the beginning, whenever Yuno first got his grimoire, we know Revchi tried to like jip Yuno's grimoire. He tried to snatch it. You know, he tried to take it. And now I guess this is kind of redemption for Revchi to Yuno. And like, I guess they don't really hate each other no more, or they don't really have any hard feelings, because Revchi returned Yuno's pendant, like, of all people. And basically at the very end of the episode, the Golden Dawn has a party, and so does the Black Bulls. And I find this interesting. The Black Bulls had a party to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Asta and Noel, and the Golden Dawn had a 1-year anniversary party for Yuno. So pretty good. I like to see that. Pretty cool episode. Overall, I got some enjoyment out of the episode. I don't know where I'll rank this episode as of right now. I mean, it's a pretty cool episode, but anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeohXO, and I'm out.